Hello and welcome. My name is Ashwat Chidambaram, and today I'll be talking about Sandbox VR. So, overall, Sandbox VR is a futuristic group virtual reality experience with a team of up to 6 people in which you can interact in a virtual world and you complete tasks together, whether that's fighting monsters, zombies, etc. And each player is equipped with hand trackers, leg trackers, so you can see one another in the virtual world. You're also given a handheld device, either a melee or a ranged weapon to use in the simulation. The melee weapons being like swords and axes, and the ranged weapons being crossbows and guns. And this experience can be found in over 36 locations all around the world, and there's many more to come. So the rationale for why I picked this is because I personally was an avid customer of Sandbox VR this past summer. I went 3 times in the span of 2 weeks, actually, in the Bay Area and Seattle. And I was able to experience two different games. One was Secrets of the Shard, which is like a mythical world with magical dragons and creatures and whatnot. And the second was Deadwood Valley, in which you're like defending against a zombie apocalypse in an abandoned town, kind of like Call of Duty zombies, if you know. And overall, there's a few bugs, few issues, but very much an enjoyable and engaging experience. So now for a demonstration link. So they make these auto-generated recaps. So they make a team name and they show you what you've done, and you can send these links to family and friends. So this is my recap.
Ew.
In a world of magic and myth,
Yo. Okay, honestly, screw it. I'm dead.
Oh my god.
Wait, why can't I
heroes
do
pledge themselves to the quest.
Guys, stay away.
Watch out! Dodge those coins!
Oh. Guys, help.
Hang on!
Oh, we split. Oh.
Oh, we're about to fall off.
What's the undid?
Oh, wait, where did you?
Only the very strongest survive to become
Okay. Oh no, fiber.
seekers of the shard.
Yo, move out of the way. Yo.
Yep. So yeah, no, I mean it's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed every bit of it. So the technology behind Sandbox VR, a combination of hardware and software. The hardware is motion capture cameras, precision body trackers that you wear on both your devices and you on your body. There's a VR headset and headphones, haptic bodysuits for your torso only, and then large fans to simulate wind. So the top row images really highlight all of these things. On the bottom are like more closer up images. The software are custom game experiences designed actually by former EA, Sony, and Ubisoft engineers. And the vision based motion tracking algorithms to actually track your hands, your feet, your position, not just for you, but for the other players in your group that can see you in the game. And lastly, sensor input output. Obviously, when you're clicking the button, you can see like the bullets being fired and like it knows to do that and give you feedback. So overall, the user experience was good and bad. The compelling aspects were hyper immersive gameplay. I felt like I was really into the world. Seeing the perfectly tracked movements of yourself and other players is surreal. I think I've never experienced that before, and most people haven't. There's a lot of haptics for your body, so you can feel the attacks. The fans will let you feel the wind and all that. And there's a wide variety of games too, and many more in development. I think there's a Squid Game version coming up soon, which seems interesting. Great team bonding experience with family friends. And there's also really well made recap videos like the one I showed you to look back on and share with others anytime online. The weak aspects were, depending on location, it can be a little buggy. For example, in Seattle, players got disconnected randomly and we had to reboot the system often. And also, I personally feel like we could add more 4D-like experiences, like water mist, like, when it's raining, or like scents, like smells in the scene and whatnot. And lastly, other related experiences, if you're curious, one is called The Void. It's like a hyper reality virtual experience, which combines both physical sets as well as virtual reality stuff, which is pretty immersive. Zero latency is a kind of like a larger scale free roam type environment where it's like almost the size of a tennis court, I believe. So you can run around and have a lot more space. And lastly, Dreamscape. This is less so about fighting zombies and monsters and more of like an experience to enjoy and be a part of and get immersed in. So more for the view than anything else. So that's about all. And thank you so much for your time. Cheers.